Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our next session. Today, we are going to study the different concepts of health or concepts related to the health. Myself, Ashwini Zamdade, lecturer at Sanjivani College of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Kopargaon. Now, what are the learning outcomes of this session? After this session, you all will be able to know what is definition of health, then different types of health, or we can say aspects of health, such as physical health, mental health, social health, or spiritual health. Now, let us first discuss what is health. According to WHO, health is defined as the state of complete physical, mental, and social well being, and not merely an absence of disease or infirmity. Now, according to WHO, the state of complete physical health. Physical health means the word itself indicates that it is related to your body and body functioning or organ functioning. Means your organs are properly functioning, you have no painful effects in your body, then we can say that you are physically fit. Then mental health, your brain is working sharply, you are not in any sense of mental disorder. Then social well-being, you are mixing with society and you are well aware of the society, you communicate with them. This is the social well-being. These are all the aspects which are defining the health, and not merely the absence of disease. Means we can't say that you don't have any of the disease. It is not possible. Each and everyone has one or the other problems within us related to the health. But a healthy person is physically, mentally, and socially well. But he can have any sort of small or acute disorder or disease. Then let us discuss aspects of health. Aspects of health, or we can also say call it as dimensions of health. Now, physical, mental, social, spiritual, emotional, and vocational, etc. This may be the different dimensions of health. There are four health aspects, main aspects we can say, that is physical health, mental health, social health, spiritual health. Let us discuss one by one. Now, what is physical health? It is defined as structural and functional integrity of individual's body. Means your each and every function or each and every structure or organ is working in an integrity or integrate manner. This is the physical health. The state of physical health means the perfect functioning of the body. It shows that at all the body organs and anatomically and physiologically in normal state. That is, they are functioning at optimum capacity and are in perfect harmony with rest of the body. Perfect harmony means you all know harmonium. Harmonium is the instrument which is used to obtain some sort of music, and harmony it plays in a unidirection or in a pleasing way it is delivered. Same way, the harmony of body is physical well-being. Harmony means your body function is in right path, we can say, then we consider that human being as physically healthy. Then signs of physical health. Now, which signs you will observe in your body that will consider you as a physically healthy person? Let's see. Good complexation, then sound sleep, you are able to sleep easily. Then bright eyes, your eyes are not dull and there is no black circles around your eyes, then you can say you are healthy. Then good appetite, your digestive system is proper, you get hungry and thirsty properly, your digestive system is working properly. This consider as physically healthy person. Then lustrous hairs, your hairs are not dried or freezed, they are healthy. Then all organs of the body functioning normally. Then no obesity is there, or your breath is not bad or it is sweet breath, then you can consider a person is physically healthy. Now most important part is mental health. Now brain is that organ on which whole body functioning is dependent. Means whatever I am speaking, it also comes from the brain. Whatever you are listening, that also comes from the brain. Or whatever the emotions are there, we are angry or we are happy or any sense sort of reactions we give, that all comes from the brain. The signs, all the signs or all the impulses come from the brain and then we act out likewise. Then it is most important part, so I say that mental health is important. It relates to the mind of individual. There is saying that healthy mind resides in healthy body. Thus the physical and mental component of the health are indivisibly. Mental health has been defined as the state of harmony, means in unidirectional or integral body functioning we can say, or uniform or balanced body functioning between the individual and surrounding world. Means you and your surrounding, your society, your community are in harmony, in peace we can say, in balance, your relations are in balance, then we can say that you are mentally healthy. Thus, it is not mere absence of mental illness. Now, some sort of small depressions or some sort of mental disorders may be there, but that is not considered as mentally unhealthy person. Some sort of problems can persist. Now, let me give you one example. Consider you have some money with you and you have lost it, and you know that you are living in the hostel or anywhere outside away from the family, you have lost some sort of monies from your pocket or your bags anywhere. Then you go in a depression, and what you think that how can I do this, how can this happens to me. This is what the mental disorder we can say, or it is a depression. This is an example just. Now what are signs of mentally healthy persons? He is free from internal conflicts, means he is not having any conflicts with other peoples or family members. Then he is well adjusted, he adjusts everywhere, searches for identity. Then he knows himself, his needs, his problems, and his goal. Has a good self control. These are all the functions, or we can say signs, which indicates that a person is mentally healthy. Then next comes different disorders related to mental health. Now we will discuss one by one some of the disorders we generally observe when a person is mentally ill. Now first is psychosis. It is a marked impairment of behavior with serious inability to think. It includes delusions or hallucination. Now, delusions are false belief. You believe in false things, that is delusions. And hallucination, it is seeing or hearing something that are not really there, means invisible things, or you just imagine the different things which are not really happening, but your mindset has become in like that way. That is hallucination. This is the psychosis. It is impairment of a behavior of person. Then next is psychoneurosis or neurosis also we can say. It is the less severe form of psychosis, means it is also a psychosis, or it also consists of the delusions and hallucination, but it is less serious. Now, schizophrenia, it is served as a mental disorder characteristic by disintegration of process of thinking, of contact with reality and emotional responsiveness. It is a social it is associated with delusions and hallucination. Means you believe in false things, or you imagine such things that do not exist really. This is all the process of mentally ill, or this is the signs of mentally ill person we can say. Now, in schizophrenia, it is process of thinking, means disintegration in the process, means breakdown of thinking. You are not able to think properly or firmly. The contact with reality, you have no contact with the reality. There is no emotional responsiveness in you. Then we can say that this disorder is a schizophrenia. Then next disorder is depression. It is most common psychiatric disorder characterized by feeling of misery, apathy, hopelessness, with a guilt, inadequacy, ugliness, and loss of appetite, insomnia, anorexia, and alteration in mood and activities. Means depression is nothing but overthinking and getting discouraged is form of depression. Then it is a disorder, and each and every person has some sort of depression in them, maybe by any of the means. Feeling of hopelessness, feeling of tiredness, feeling of inadequacy, I am not having this, I am not having that, or feeling that I am so ugly, or loss of appetite, your digestive system is disturbed. Then there is no sleep, there is no proper thinking ability, and your moods and activities are always altered. This is all things which observed in a depressed person. Then social health, we will discuss what is social health. Social health implies harmony and integration within individual, between each individual and other members in society, and between individuals and world around them. Means it is a harmony between the society and a individual, then between individual and other members in the society, then between individual and world around them. Means how you are well connected or well communicating with your society, firstly with your family, then your society, your community, then your country, or in whole world different persons are there, you are compatible with them, you are adjusting with them. That means that you are socially healthy. It indicates that you are socially well. It is peacefulness and oneness feeling, means all around us are, we all are one, we should live in peace. This thinking is also sign of being socially healthy. Then next is spiritual health. It refers to spirit or soul. Spiritual health refers to that part of the individual which reaches out and strives for meaning and purpose of life. Spiritual health refers to that part of individual which reaches out means we think out of ourselves. My my life, my family, my things, my money, this feeling is removed out, or you ignore these feelings and you think of the spirit or soul or god. You are thinking of the spiritual almighty, then strives for meaning and purpose of life means all the saints we can say, uh, who are in, who do always the meditation and who are the conveyor, we can say conveyor of the thoughts of god, then these persons are striving for meaning and purpose of health. Why we have come, or why we are born in this on this earth, and they find out these things. They are not involved in any things like my life or my family, or they are not engaged in such sort of things. They are only engaged in god. Such uh, thing or such thinking is called as spiritual health. This is all from this session. Hope you all have understood what are aspects and dimensions of health, that are spiritual, physical, mental or social well-being or health of a individual. This is all from this session. In next session we are going to study the different dimensions of health. Till then, stay home, stay safe, keep learning. Thank you.